The Pennsylvania teams come together in Pitt when the Eagles take on the Steelers. The Eagles were able to hang on against the Giants after they missed a 54-yard field goal in the final seconds of the game. The Steelers had a bye last week, but 2 weeks ago they gave up a 10-point lead as they fell to the Raiders 34-31. This Eagles team is filled with flaws, but people are fooled by their 3-1 record. Please just go look back at all their other games. They should be 0-4. As for the Steelers, their defense is a complete mess. Same goes for their running game, but with Mendenhall, Polamalu, and Harrison making possible returns, I think the Steelers come out big and expose the Eagles for the frauds they are.
We bring you the battle of the Pennsylvania dominance as the Eagles travel to the Steelers. The Steelers are coming off a bye week after a humiliating loss to the Raiders as Sebastian Janikowski kicked that field goal for the win. The Eagles have Mike Vick, who didn't turn the ball over in the Giants game, I don't think, and that's the success for winning, along with LaShawn McCoy running it over 100 yards. But the big battle is going to take place in Western Pennsylvania this week, and I think the Eagles are going to top off the Steelers.
It's the return of Manning versus Brady as the Broncos travel to face off against the Patriots. Both of these teams coming off huge wins, Patriots beating the Bills 52-28 and the Broncos winning 37-6 against the Raiders. Both teams were on the verge of being on 3-game slides, but they rebounded big. So who's going to come out on top when Peyton and Tom renew their old rivalry? It's hard to say, but I'm going to go with the Broncos. I know it's in Foxborough, so the Patriots have pretty good advantage, but this is going to be a close game, and in the end, I don't think it's going to come down to either QB but the kicker. And Prater is a better closer as of right now than Gostowski, who's on thin ice with his team after several botched kicks.
We travel to Foxborough to take on the Broncos at the Patriots. Peyton Manning versus Tom Brady, two of the NFL's best going at it. The Patriots had a great comeback second half against the Bills. I was kind of skeptical there in the beginning in the first half, but then Tom Brady really just nailed it to him. But I think the Broncos are going to come out on top with this one. Their defense is going to shut Brady down. Peyton Manning threw 3 touchdowns, and Willis McGahee also rushed over 100 yards in that game too, so I think he's going to be a problem as well.
Sunday Night Football has the Chargers going to New Orleans to play those pitiful Saints. The Chargers are looking good at 3-1, but they have yet to really win a game that's impressed me. And the Saints lost to the Packers 28-27 after missing a field goal in the final minute that could have put them on top, and they sadly moved to 0-4. The Saints are a mess, but I think they're due for a win. They'll be on the big stage of NBC Sunday Night Football and need to shock everyone. I'm picking the Saints to get their first win of the season against the Chargers. And no, this is not my upset pick of the week.
Battle in the Big Easy for the Saints. I'm telling you, Saints fans, I send the love out to you right here from the Hatbox Kid. Right now, so I'll take a moment of silence for the Saints season. Thank you, that's enough. Anyway, I'm picking the Chargers in this one. Drew Brees will put up the points. Don't worry about that. It's the Saints defense that's really getting bad. They only lost to the Packers by 1 point, but then again, the Packers are becoming that mediocre team again. The Chargers, not much rushing, but Phillip Rivers is pretty good at passing. He just has to watch his interceptions. But I do think that even if the Saints go up on the Chargers, Phillip Rivers is going to bring it back for the W.
The undefeated Texans head to New York to battle the hilariously awful Jets on Monday Night Football. I haven't got much to say about this one. The Texans are the best team in the NFL in my book, and the Jets were embarrassed by the 49ers last week, 34-0. I see humiliation continuing at MetLife Stadium when the Texans come in and steamroll the Jets.
Our last game, I don't even know why we're doing this, but I'm picking the Texans.
For my upset pick, I look at the Packers at Colts. Packers escaped near defeat last week against the Saints, while the Colts went on a bye. These are not the Packers from last year. They don't appear as powerful on offense as they did, and that defense is still mediocre at best. It's going to be in Indianapolis, and there would be no bigger surprise than to see Andrew Luck triumph over Aaron Rodgers. My upset guess is the Colts to prevail over the Packers. I am really ready for these haters to come out with this one.
My upset pick is the Bills at 49ers. in Candlestick Park. The Bills threw for 4 touchdowns against the Patriots defense, but also threw for 4 interceptions. The 49ers just whooped the Jets' ass, and I'm pretty sure that Tim Tebow's kids are going to feel that later generations. But it is an upset pick, so I am taking the Bills just because I think the Bills can put the points up, and as long as their defense can shut down Frank Gore and Vernon Davis and Michael Crabtree and Alex Smith, they'll be okay.
We welcome you back to the Shame Report this week, as we have lots to talk about. I'll let Hatbox go first, as he has a bone to pick with a Falcons hater.
Everybody give a big old round of applause for Mr. Don't Hate 34 for being in this week's Shame Report, everybody. Yeah, okay, here we go. Anyway, Mr. Don't Hate 34's comment prove you wrong? The Falcons have no business being ranked that high. Panthers over Falcons, one word. Cam. This kid really needs to learn grammar because I have no idea, but Cam Newton's name is spelled C-A-M, and I have no idea. I think he has, 5 A's and 4 M's, and that's very sexual. So please, if you're going to be sexist on this feed, please do not comment, because if I have words like came on my feed, there's kids watching, we get called about it, and then we text you about it, and then all hell breaks loose. Just because you wanted to act like an ass and tell me that the Panthers were going to beat the Falcons. And the Falcons now move to 4-0 and break open the NFC South. So you, sir, you. You are awful. You should really change your name to I'm a big douchebag and pick the Panthers over the Falcons when the Falcons move to 4-0. 34.
Okay, moving on. Michael Marriott said that he wants to be on both the Shame Report and the winners list, as he thought Hatbox was stupid for his Dolphins pick and that my Vikings pick was wrong. Well, everybody gets one. So, you're on the Shame Report, buddy, for calling the Detroit game incorrect. Stafford did not pull a miracle. He lost. He lost 20-13. No real shaming, just thought I'd let you know I was right. You were wrong. Hope you enjoyed your shout-out. Now on to the big game that pushed a lot of buttons last week, the Dolphins at the Cardinals. Now before you start screaming, "You can't shame us, we said the Cardinals would win, you idiot," relax. You should know I picked the Cardinals to win. Hatbox chose them to lose as his upset. But I'd like to make a note that you Cardinals fans should know that this game was not the shutout you guessed it to be. For example, Uptown Bear 19 said,
"Cards are gonna stun you amateurs. Cards are top of the West. Cards win 34-12. I see you still sleeping on our number 1 D."
First off, amateurs? Really? One upset pick that I didn't even agree with makes us both amateurs? I guess all amateurs go 13-2. Newsflash, bro, upsets happen. Being a Cards fan, you should know, as Arizona had no business winning that game against the Patriots. Your team should be thanking guys like Gostowski and Tannehill for deciding to blow their opportunity to win. Second, top of the West, for now, yeah. But reality's going to sink in pretty fast when they have to play the 49ers twice, who are the far superior team in that division, and other teams like the Falcons, the Packers, the Vikings, the Lions, the Bears. So, good luck with that. Third, 34-12? Good call. Lastly, number 1 D, where in the are you getting that stat? Because they are nowhere near number 1 on the defense rankings. I think Brian Hartline can vouch for me on this one, as he shredded them for 253 yards receiving and a touchdown. Another user, Epic Brutality, had a long-ass explanation as to why the Cards would win, saying like they'd blow out the Dolphins. They're great at home, Dolphins suck on the road, they can stop the run, they gave Brady problems with Tannehill screwed. Well, guess what? Tannehill threw for 431 yards and a touchdown. But because he is a Miami Dolphin, he also threw 2 picks. The point I'm trying to make here is that even though these gentlemen were right to go with Arizona, as was I, they are not this amazing team you're making them out to be. They just barely beat the Dolphins in overtime by a field goal. They had one legit win, in my opinion, against the Eagles. Seahawks should have won, Patriots had the game in the bag, if not for several missed field goals, and the Dolphins love to shoot themselves in the foot when they're on the verge of a win, so they had that game won as well. But go ahead, tell me I'm wrong. Defend your team in a reasonable way instead of just cursing me out. Just provide some accurate stats for me, please.
The T-Pops Upset Pick of the Week.
The Kansas City Chiefs.
Let us know in the comments below. Every week we will give a shout out to those who prove us wrong.
You can only prove us wrong in one game, so choose wisely.
Subscribe for weekly NFL picks. Thanks again for watching.